What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 26 of the Get It Going podcast, bringing you the hot takes, latest stories, and spicy picks surrounding New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national, and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Grassani, joined us now by Michael Cunningham and Alex Reich. You can listen to the podcast right now on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at GetItGameOnP. With all that said, it's time to get the game on. Yo, what's up?
What's the Habs, Adam?
What's good?
We got a three-man crew today.
Yes, sir.
Normally we like to have like at least four people in our episode, but you know what? Only three of us are available today, so
the show must go on.
That's what they say. Show must go on. Before we get started, I just got back from obviously I'm covering the Jackals this season, and I gotta say this recent game that I'm not gonna talk about them. The Jackals watching on this podcast because I like to save that type of content for just my articles and all the stuff I do on social media. But long story short, this previous game that I discovered was probably one of the craziest games of baseball I've ever seen. I mean, do you guys know Alex, Michael, do you want to guess how many ejections that there were in this game?
How many, Adam?
4.
Tá louca, four.
Yeah, there were 4 ejections. It was a really close game, pitcher's duel. Jackals ultimately won 3-2 in the end. I mean, it was a crazy game. If you guys want to hear more, just go check out my stuff at Jersey Sporting News. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right, you guys ready to dive in?
Dive in.
All right, we're gonna start off with we're actually start with the NBA playoffs. As far as the Nets go, guys, do you want to talk about the good news first, or you want to talk about the bad news first?
Bad news. I like bad news.
All right, let's start off with the bad news. Nets lost Game 6.
What's the bad news?
That was the bad news. They lost Game 6.
That's good news. That's good news. I won my spread.
Oh, so you had money on this game?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really watch the game, but I think it was just a predictable outcome because in Game 5, let's actually talk about Game 5 first, because Game 5 I think showed you can get on him for his decision to leave Oklahoma State for Golden State. You could get on him for joining a 73-win team. You could get on him for now having a quote unquote super team in Brooklyn. But this Game 5, guys, I don't want to hear any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Kevin Durant is an all-time great basketball player. I don't want to hear any more he got his raised on a super team. He needs super team. He needs to be on a super team in order to win. This game, I think Game 5 was Kevin Durant's signature game.
Because he played 48 minutes.
Yeah, he played all 48 minutes. He dropped 49 points. He had a triple-double. Wait, did he have a triple-double?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he had a triple-double. And this is right after the game where Kyrie Irving went down. And the Nets obviously got and the Nets lost Game 3, Game 4 fairly easily. Once Kyrie Irving went down. So all controversy in Game 5. A lot of people, including myself, consider this a must-win for Nets because they're at home. They're at home. You don't want to be going back to Game 6 facing elimination, and that proved it with the Game 6 loss. But we'll talk about that more later. But Kevin Durant stepped up in a big time way. Like, I think when we look back at Kevin Durant's career, guys, as an NBA player, like when we talk about his legacy and where he ranks all time, when we talk about Kevin Durant's career, that's going to be his signature game. I think this is going to go down as like the signature game of Kevin Durant's career because the team need him to step up. They don't win like that game if Kevin Durant doesn't go off the way he did. There's no way the Nets don't win that game. And because, yes, Jeff Green played well, but aside from that, the Nets didn't really get much help. I mean, James Harden was back, but he was clearly playing on one leg. I mean, Joe Harris, like, has completely disappeared. We'll get to him later, trust me. But, I mean, because it was just Kevin Durant had to put on that historic type of performance. Like, the Nets needed Kevin Durant to put on that type of performance, and you know what? He gave them that and then some. So, I think this. So, Michael, Alex, want to hear your take? I think Game 5, like, will go down like in Kevin Durant's career. Like, obviously, we'll have to see what happens with the rest of the series. If let me repeat, let me say it this way: if the Nets go on to win a championship like this year, that game, Game 5, will go down as like Kevin Durant's signature game. I think.
Honestly,
game
Kevin Durant. Hold up, Adam. Kevin Durant had a lot of signature games in his career, a bunch. Here's the thing,
but this one I think is gonna be like the one we remember the most. This is gonna be like when you think about LeBron's signature game. Remember that Game 6 in 2012 against Boston?
Honestly, LeBron's signature game was Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals in 2007 against the Pistons, when he went 17 for 18, 17 out of 17 points against the Pistons in Game 6 at the Palace of Auburn Hills. That was like his career game for LeBron.
Yeah, but I think this is gonna this is gonna go down as like a similar game. Like when we think about all the greats and like what's their signature game? When did what's the one game where we look back on the what's the one game that you think of when you think of their careers? If the Nets go on to win a championship, this is gonna be like that game for Kevin Durant. Alex, you got anything to say?
Yeah. Kevin Durant is playing excellent during these past few games. I mean, he's been on another level, and got to give credit to him. And I know that he's playing his ass off, and he deserves everything. And it's kind of amazing to watch from a Philadelphia fan perspective, but at the same time, it goes to show how good of a player he is, and he has a great future ahead of him.
Yeah, I still think Kevin Durant still has years left of like the type of basketball in him. Because here's the thing. When Kevin Durant went down with that Achilles injury, everyone said like, oh, there's no way he's gonna be back 100%. There's no way, this is gonna be like the downward spiral of his career, I think, guys, I don't think Kevin Durant's like and honestly, guys, they were right. Kevin Durant isn't playing at 100%. He's playing at above that. He came back from the Achilles injury even better. I mean, what this guy is doing, like after suffering like one of the most devastating injuries an a professional athlete can endure. After enduring that and come back and play at this level, I mean, it's something special, man. It's just something special. And as a Nets fan, like I'm just so grateful that he's doing it in a Brooklyn Nets uniform. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's like I'll cherish this like Whether we win a championship or not, I'm going to cherish like that Game 5 of Kevin Durant for the rest of my life.
Honestly, the Nets played great tonight. They lost. Only thing I'm serious thinking is the Nets had chances to close them out tonight, but they blew it. But now they got to do it at home. So, Adam, here's my serious question: if KD loses, where does his career go?
If the Nets lose Game 7,
where does his career go from here?
Well, if they lose Game 7, it's going to be tough to blame it on Kevin Durant, I feel like.
Nah, he got all the pieces. He wanted to play with Kyrie Irving. They got Kyrie.
Because here's the thing.
To get Harden. He got Harden.
Because here's the thing. In Game 5, he put on a historically great performance. And he played pretty well in this game, too. So, unless he goes out there and completely chokes, I don't see how we're not going to be able how we're going to blame the loss of Kevin Durant. I'll tell you who we are going to blame. We're going to blame Joe Harris, because Joe Harris has just not. I'm just gonna call it like I say. He's been trashed this series. I'm just gonna call it like it is. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite players on the Nets. He's been trashed this series. Let's call it what it is. The guy literally has just lost all confidence in his shot. He always whenever he seems like he has an open shot, either A, misses it, or B, doesn't even take the shot at all. This guy is supposed to be one of the best shooters in the NBA. This guy's supposed to be a lethal weapon from outside. And this series so far, he hasn't been that, and he's got to step up. He's in this Game 7, guys. If the Nets lose and Joe Harris doesn't show up, we're gonna be looking at looking back at this series and say Joe Harris was the reason the Nets lost. I feel like if the Nets lose the series, it's gonna be on Joe Harris.
Now let me explain something about the Sixers. Let's start to change gears, Adam. This is for Alex right here. Alex, you said that the Sixers won't make the Eastern Conference Finals on this podcast. Remember you said that?
Yeah.
They're down 3-2, and they're playing in Atlanta. Do you think your Sixers will win Game 6? The way how they've been playing?
I think...
Oh, wait. We're going to get to that right now. I want to put Alex on a spot here.
I just asked him the question.
Sixers, tough six. Who's the host of the show, Michael?
You're not the host. I flipped the switch. Alex, answer the question.
All right, whatever.
I do see the Sixers winning Game 6 after coming off a really, really devastating loss in South Philadelphia. I think they come out tomorrow night with a great mindset, and I think they will know what to do. And as what Doc Rivers said to his team, he said that he wants to make everything have every possession set a mind to it and know what to do. And I think that goes to show how dedicated the team is, even though they didn't look dedicated the other game. But I just feel like even though Ben Simmons has been having a terrible few past games, I think that the Sixers will put a stamp on it tonight, and they will bring it back to Philadelphia for Game 7.
I mean, I want to say this. You got to give credit to the Hawks. They have been playing excellent basketball. I mean, Michael, you should know with what they did to your Knicks.
Shut up.
But still, the Hawks are like they're a team that I think we all, including myself, have kind of slipped on coming to the playoffs. I had them lose to the Knicks in the first round, and now I think they have a legitimate chance to go to the Eastern Conference Finals with the way they play. I mean, Trae Young has just been unbelievable. I mean,
Trae Young, who is an animal.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so much fun to watch. And the rest of the guys, you got Boyan Bogdanovic, you got Collins, I mean, Clint Capella. I mean, they got a really nice squad there, and like they're up to they're obviously up 2-0 heading into Game 6. So honestly, Alex, your Sixers, I'm gonna be honest, I think they're in some trouble.
I mean, I think as long as they limit Trae Young's floater and they play aggressive every time Trae gets the ball, I think they have a shot at winning. And I think that on the plane ride down to the A, I think that every single one of them were locked in on film, and they will be ready when game time hits.
Yeah, obviously because of I haven't been really watching the Sixers much lately. I want to ask you, Alex, has Ben Simmons been guarding Trae Young this series a lot?
Yeah, it seems like he has.
I mean, because here's the thing, like, Ben Simmons, for all grief I give him for his lack of shooting, his lack of offensive ability, the guy's an elite defender, and like I think that's the Sixers' like real chance to if they want to come back and win the series. Like, Ben Simmons is gonna have to try to limit Trae Young as much as possible, which. Honestly, guys, I don't know. Like, despite how good Ben Simmons is defensively, I mean, with the way Trae Young's playing, I mean, I said it before. I think the Sixers are in some trouble.
Honestly, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna rap to y'all real quick. The Nets win. If the Bucks win tomorrow, on Saturday, and the Hawks win. Guys, we will have like the most craziest play. It'll be the Bucks versus Hawks, the 3 seed versus the 5 seed. Just picture that, boys. Picture it. I'm telling you. That here's my ticket to the tape, boys. How the Hawks could beat the Sixers. Trae Young is going to score 30. It has to score at least 25 or more. Collins has to get a double-double. Capella has to get a double-double. And do all of that. The Sixers way is Joel Embiid. You blamed your coach last year that you didn't have the right coach, Brent Brown. You got Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers is a great coach. Let's see what he can do. Joel Embiid should be averaging 35 to 40 points in the game in the playoffs. If you say you're the so-called best center, which is a joke because Jokic is the best center, unquote. So Joel Embiid has to have more points, Alex. Score 30 to 40 points a game with 15 rebounds. And Ben Simmons has to score at least more than 8 points.
Last game, Embiid had 37, 13, and 5.
That's not good. He has to be more. He has to do more. And Ben Simmons has to step it up for you guys. Ben Simmons only had 8 points the whole game. Alex, if I was in the NBA, I could score 8 points in the first quarter. Well, okay. Here's what your problem is. So
Ben Simmons is not a shooter. Ben Simmons is not a shooter.
You have Trae Young guarding you. Post him in the paint and do hook shots. All you got to do. Use your body. You're a 6'10" point guard. And honestly, my opinion, Ben Simmons should not be playing the point guard for you guys. That's just my opinion. Because Ben Simmons is not his game to be a point guard. Or point forward, yes. The point guard, I don't think so. You know what I mean, Adam?
Mm-hmm. I definitely hear what you're saying.
Alex, he's not a point guard, a typical point guard. Magic Johnson was the greatest big man point guard of all time. Hands down. Honestly. Alex, what would be your excuse? You guys got Joel Embiid healthy. Okay, great. Second thing y'all did. Oh, we don't have the prop. We don't have we don't have a second start. You guys get Jimmy Butler. You get Tobias Harris. Oh, Butler doesn't like Embiid. You give it a Butler. You keep Harris. Okay. You guys don't like your coaching system. We just do fire Brent Brown. You get Doc Rivers. You do all this crazy first seed. Alex, the Sixers are running out of excuses. What's excuses next? Oh, we blame not having fans in the building, even though they had the first seed all year round. You know what I mean, Adam?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So the Sixers have no excuses left, Alex.
All right, before we get to Mike's hot take, I want to preview Game 7 on Saturday between the Nets and the Bucks. For our Nets perspective, I have 3 keys hanging to this game. I'm just going to give you my three keys to the game. Number 1, and this is obvious, Kevin Durant needs to just keep doing Kevin Durant things. Kevin Durant, I don't think he necessarily has to perform at the Game 5. I don't think he necessarily needs to repeat that, but he still has got to give them at least 30 points with double-digit rebounds on efficient shooting. He needs to keep on doing his ace. Number 2, James Harden needs to keep on progressing. Obviously, he didn't do much in Game 5 because he was on one leg, and he was still on one leg in Game 6, but he put up better numbers. He had 60 points. He had 7 assists. Guys, if James Harden if Kevin Durant could give them 40 points, 10 rebounds, and James Harden could give them that 20 points, 10 assists, I think they'll be in good shape. And number 3, I said before, Joe Harris needs to step up. Joe Harris needs to step up. If Joe Harris doesn't I'm telling you guys, if Joe Harris doesn't step up, I don't see the Nets winning Game 7. All right. Any final thoughts? Michael, Alex?
I'm groovy, baby.
All right. I don't have a pun today, Michael. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm cranky. I'm exhausted. So you know what? I don't have a pun today. But here we go. We are moving on to Mike's hot take.
Hype me up, Adam. Hype me up, brother. Hype me up.
I'm sorry, Michael. I don't have a pun today. I can't think of one. Forgive me.
Adam,
Mike's hot take. Michael Cunningham, take it away.
Oh wow, I'm sorry for you viewers today. Adam Grassani always gives me the hype up for my hot take. So, Adam, you are officially the turkey of the week. So go after yourself.
Fine, I'll take the turkey of the week. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna talk about COVID again. Chris Paul, who's been playing great in this playoffs, just was recently known as being COVID positive for COVID. Man, I was really thinking about Chris Paul. This was the year, Adam, for Chris Paul, to make it out the West. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he goes down. I'm like, Chris Paul can't get a playoff break. He can't. He can't. You know what I mean? He couldn't get out in the clip. He couldn't get out in LA. He went to New Orleans. Couldn't get out in New Orleans. Couldn't get out in the Clippers. Then he goes to Houston. He gets hurt. My brother Chris Paul needs a break. You know what I mean, Adam? We're praying for.
What you're saying.
Ever since people joined the NBA, we want to do 2 things: make money to feed our families, Adam. 3 things: buy their mama a big old house, feed their families, and win a championship in basketball. That's what we've been doing since we were 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, or whatever age you start playing basketball. That's what you do. Adam, you get a championship, you win a championship, you get that sweet payday. You get an extra payday, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You dig. I'm telling you guys this on record. I'm praying for Chris Paul to come back healthy because I'm predicting that this is a spoiler, not a prediction. Spoiler: the Suns will make it out the West. Now the load is on Devin. People are gonna be like, Mike, you're crazy, bro. Chris Paul's out. You have Cameron Payne, who is great in the first round. He's going to start. And you have DeAndre Ayton, who has been a stud in the playoffs, right, Alan? Right, Adam?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike believers. Adam's a little crouchy. He just got his man period today.
I apologize, guys. I apologize.
Sorry to our viewers. Adam's on his man period. He just got it today.
Oh my God! I mean, I hear what you're saying. The one thing I will ask you is like, Chris Paul has clearly like been a difference maker for the Phoenix Suns like ever since he's gotten there. I mean, he's clearly when you look at where the Suns were last year, and now when you look at how Chris Paul has affected the team, to think that his absence is not gonna the Suns aren't gonna feel his absence, I feel like it's unrealistic.
They're screwed. The Suns are screwed now.
I thought you said they were gonna make it out of the West.
Yeah, I think they have a chance to make it out the West if we get 7 games. If Chris Paul comes back for one of those games,
if he comes back for one of those games, then maybe. I mean, but right now I think the Suns are in trouble.
Yeah,
I think they're in trouble.
Who knows? And this is my hot take. I had to make a short hot take. So Chris Brown from the Get Your Game On family as Michael Cunningham, Alexander Rich, Adam Grassani, Marcellus Murdock, Chris Kern, and David Heller, and Paul Cunningham, who is my father, who is the production manager. We want to say, God bless you. You're in our prayers, brother. We want you to be healthy. Because you gotta make me a rich man, Big Daddy needs some Jordans. So this is my hot take. God bless you, Chris Paul.
All right. Quick vote. I approve.
I approve.
All right. Michael, that could have been terrible and I would have approved it anyway, all right? Just so you know. All right, we gotta move on.
Best of the week.
We're gonna not our bets. We're not quite our bets yet. We still gotta talk some baseball. I mean, because there's a bunch of baseball stuff we gotta get to. Number one with the Yankees. Yankees did. They swept the Blue Jays. They swept a division rival.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
And not just a division rival, like a pretty good team. I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays are a pretty good team, but you know what? The Yankees, you guys know I've been ranting on the past couple of days. You know what? I can't get on them. They did what they had to do. They not only won the series, but they swept, a pretty good Toronto Blue Jays team. I mean, Garrett Cole pitched excellent, and obviously, I gotta touch on this because I didn't touch on it the past couple episodes. With Major League Baseball's new sticky stuff rule, with pitchers using it to get a better grip on the ball, to give my Lift Notes version, and they're gonna start employing this policy where any pitcher that gets caught is gonna be suspended 10 games. To give you my Lift Notes version of it, I think this just proves that Major League Baseball has no idea what it's doing and just how poorly run they are. Even the NFL, in my opinion, makes in my opinion, Major League Baseball makes the NFL look properly run, and that's saying something. But I mean, it just proves that it's been like so all these pitchers have been using like an illegal substance to get like a better grip on the ball, like which is perfectly fine, like, but apparently it's also making like giving them better spin rates, and better spin rates means better pitch. It's harder for the batters to hit, and yada yada yada. I could go on, and this has been like against the rules all the time, and now Major League Baseball is finally starting to enforce it, like and now it's just going to create all this chaos. So you heard what Josh Donaldson had to say, like about Garrett Cole, and I think it's really unfair that Garrett Cole, like assuming he's using it, is going to be made out to be the face of this whole like sticky stuff era, and all these pitchers that do use it, they're going to be called if I think like if like it does sound the fact that pitchers that do get caught are going to be called cheaters, I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. And please don't compare it to the Astros sign stealing scandal. Please, guys, do not compare it to the Astros. The two situations are not comparable because Major League Baseball still has sign stealing rules strictly enforced, and the Astros had to the Astros deliberately and took every single possible angle in order to make sure they had a extremely unfair advantage. So I think this stuff and the Astros stuff is comparable. That's number one. Number two, like when you like see like how many pitchers are using it to make like one pitcher out to be the face of his stuff, like what Josh Donaldson did to Garrett Cole, I think it's just really unfair. You know what? I think Garrett Cole like did what he had to do. He pitched really well, like his first start, and he pitched really well. He gave the Yankees 8 innings, like I believe yesterday. He gave them 8 innings, only allowed 2 runs. So I think it just proves, sticky stuff or not, Garrett Cole is still gonna be Garrett Cole. But yeah, I mean, go ahead, Alex.
Oh, okay. I'm interested to see how the Yankees play this weekend against Oakland.
That's gonna be a big series on their back at home, you know. And Oakland's like a really good team. They're at home, like the Yankees are at home. They're welcoming Oakland, but Oakland, like as of right now, Oakland's a better team than the Yankees. Let's just call it what it is. Oakland's a better team. Toronto, you could debate that the Yankees, like even like coming into this series when they were playing awful baseball, you could still make the argument that the Yankees were a better team overall than Toronto. But right now, there's no comparison. Oakland right now is a better team. But if the Yankees can take a game or actually win this series, like that's gonna be a big step toward getting this team back on track. If they can win this series against Oakland, that's gonna be a huge step in getting this team like back where it needs to be. Now, unfortunately, we do have some injury news of the Yankees. Is that Gleyber Torres like exited the game? Like he, on Talking Yanks, they apparently like he like hurt his leg like in the field, so we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that. But if he does go down, that's a tough loss for the Yankees. Even though Gleyber hasn't hit for the same power as he said in the past, he's still like one of the better hitters in the Yankee lineup. He's still you know hits for a decent average. He still gets on base. Like he draws a lot of walks. He's actually been playing like pretty good defense at shortstop. So if like Gleyber Torres is gonna be out, like that's gonna be a big blow. But again, we don't have that much information on it, so we can't talk about that much. Michael, you have any thoughts on the Yankees?
Man, honestly, man, I got nothing, man. I'm speechless.
Yeah. All right, before we get to our bets, I do want to touch about one thing. I'm sad we don't have Marcellus on the show because I would have loved to get his take on this. Alex, go ahead.
How about those Phillies?
We're not talking about the Phillies. You guys stink.
Get that Phillies off this call.
What did the Phillies do? What did the Phillies do?
They finally beat the Dodgers last night.
And everybody knows the Dodgers are my second favorite team. Watch it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, good for you, Alex. I mean, you beat the Dodgers, but I still don't think you guys are going anywhere this season.
You ain't doing crap.
The Phillies play San Francisco this weekend.
All right. If you guys don't take at least two, how about this? Let's do a little bet here, Adam. Alex. If you don't take at least, how many games are you guys playing against the Giants?
3.
If you guys don't take at least 2 out of 3, we're not going to talk about the Phillies ever again, like for the rest of the season, unless I approve.
You have to lose, Alex.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Alex, you should have. Alex, you love this Phillies more than anything.
All right,
Alex, that was a dumb bet on that one, buddy.
All right, so I need to take at least 2 out of 3. All right.
Yep.
All right. So
before
we get to our bets, I gotta talk about this, like, because I'm sad Marcellus because we're looking to get his take on this. Guys, Jacob DeGrom is not a human being. Can we just say it right now? Jacob DeGrom is not from this planet.
What happened?
Did you get even a glimpse of the game of what he's done this season? He has an ERA under 1. He's like hitting over 400. He has more RBIs right now than earned runs. This guy's just insane.
I think he's also steroids. He's on steroids.
He's not on steroids, Michael. Cut that crap out of here.
He's on steroids.
You want to say he's on sticky stuff? Fine, but I don't think he even is. But you know what?
He's on the sticky icky.
All right. Michael, I'm gonna mute. Michael, I swear to God, I'm gonna mute you. But this guy is just the guy.
What's his name, by the way, Adam?
Jacob DeGrom. You ever heard of Jacob DeGrom?
I heard of Jacob DeGrom. I'm just in shock that he doing all these things.
Michael, look up your baseball. All right, look up baseball.
I only watch the Yankees, brother.
All right. But this guy is just. He's insane. That's all I can really say. He's insane. And now, unfortunately, he just recently got injured. He's been dealing with some injury stuff like the whole year. He was examined by, I believe, a doctor, and the doctor said, like, apparently he's good to go. So I don't know what the Mets are gonna do, like, with him going forward. Are they gonna rest him for a start? Are they gonna rest him for like 2 starts? But I think like it would be like a shame if he does get hurt and he doesn't play enough games this season, because with the way he's producing right now, Alex, I'm not sure if you agree, he's the unanimous NL MVP. With the way he's playing right now, he's just been unbelievable.
If you're pitching 0.554, you're on the sticky icky. I don't know what to tell you, Adam. That is just bull. He has to be on some type of roids. There's no way.
Well, now they're starting to crack down on that stuff, so we'll truly start to find out.
Cause he on the icky.
Alice, go ahead.
I think that he's been so dominant, and it's kind of hard to slow down the Mets at the moment.
Yeah, Mets are playing great baseball. And that's not taking away. They've been playing great baseball. They're in first place in the National League East by a healthy margin. It's just good times to be a Met fan. And you know what? I feel good for my fellow Met fans. Even as a Yankees fan, I would be lying if I said I didn't feel good. The Met fan right now has had much to cheer about in recent years, but now, like what the Knicks just had, the Mets fan finally has something to cheer about out right now. They're playing great. I mean, and Jacob DeGrom having this historic season. Like, the Met fan has a lot of stuff to be happy about. And you know what? I feel happy for you guys. All right. All right, it's time. You guys know what time it is. We're running low on time. It's time for our bets
of the week.
Bets of the episode, Michael. I call it bets of the week. I call it bets of the week by accident, but we do 2 episodes a week, so it'd be kind of stupid to call it bets of the week when we're doing 2 bets per week. So, to recap last episode 25. Guess what, guys? I lost my 3rd straight bet. I had the Canadians over the Golden Knights on the money line. In game 1. Canadians lost to the Golden Knights, so you know what? I take my 3rd straight L. Wow. David, he had the 76ers over the Hawks. He lost that one, so he takes an L. Michael, you also had the 76ers over the Hawks. I mean, which game was it? I think it was game 4. I think it was game 4, and the 76ers lost.
Covered for crap.
And they lost that one, so Michael, you take it out. Marcellus had the Dodgers over the Phillies, and I forget which game it was, but covered. But I believe the Dodgers won that game, so Marcellus won his bet, and for Chris, I gave Chris the Clippers over the Jazz on the spread -5. Clippers defeated the Jazz on the spread, so Chris won his bet, and Alex, my friend, had the Cubbies over the Mets. You know what happened, Alex? The Mets won, and that handed Alex, my friend. You know what? Right here, Michael.
I'm ready, baby.
That counted as Alex's 6th straight loss.
Alex, let's make a little deal.
All right, let me get the standings. Let me get the standings really quick, Michael. David's at first place, 17 and 8 record, 123.02 points. Michael, you're in second place, 13 and 12 record, 114.88 points. Chris is in third place, 12 and 13 record, 114.76 points. I'm in fourth place, 11 and 14 record, 113.22 points. Marcellus is in fifth place, 15 and 10 record, 89.03 points. Alex, my friend, you are in the last place by a wide margin, 9 and 16, 53.75 points. Alex, my friend, this losing streak has taken its toll on you, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, let's make a little deal with Alex.
No, he already made his deal with me in the Phillies.
So I got another bet with Alex. Alex, if you lose,
fine, make it quick.
3 bets, that's an automatic lose. That's an automatic L for you if you lose 10 straight bets. For your 10th loss, you automatically get an 11th loss. So you have to win. You have to win one. If you can win one game, one bet you win, you put an L for my record. But if you get one more L, you get 2 L's.
As the commissioner of this bet segment that we do, I declare this invalid.
Why are you invalid? That's a good bet.
We can't mess with the standings like this, Michael.
Oh, I was
against the rules.
I don't see a rule book. This isn't the Fairly Odd Parents. We have the rule book.
Who's the president of this podcast, Michael?
Who
pays the bills here?
Who's the one that's in charge? This is a free podcast.
All right. You know what? All right.
You know what, Adam? Go after yourself.
Michael, I love you too.
All
right. Do we have Marcellus and David's bet?
David said he's too late.
Right, we don't have Marcellus and we don't have David's.
I'll do a bet for Marcellus and David.
All right, I'm doing
I'll do the family bet. You do David's bet.
All right, David just texted us. He's gonna text his bet. So if you guys check Get a Game on P on Twitter for David's bet when we do get it. So if we do get it, while we're recording, we will let you know. But if not, we will but if not, we'll just let you know on our Twitter. So I'm gonna go first. All right, so I'm gonna go first, saying, you know what, I'm on a losing streak. I've lost 3 straight. I need to start turning around. But you know what, guys, this is an easy bet for me. Come on, I would be a complete, I wouldn't be able to call myself. I would basically have to turn my Nets fandom card if I didn't pick this bet. I've got the Nets on the money line over the Bucks in Game 7. I have to go with it. I feel like I have no choice. Like, this has to be my bet. Win Game 7, win or go on for my team. I'm riding and dying with my team, baby. I got the Nets over the Bucks in Game 7 on the money line. That's my bet.
All right, baby.
All right, and you know what? That's gonna be Chris's bet too. Nets over Bucks money line, Game 7.
Yeah, make it realistic.
How is that not realistic?
I'm messing with you, prank.
Okay, good.
Shut up, bitch.
All right. Michael, do you want to go for Marcellus?
Yes, Marcellus is going to go for. I'm gonna make a Met bet for him. I'm gonna make a baseball bet.
Make a Met bet for him. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give him Mets over Nationals money line.
All right, fair enough. All right, Alex, go ahead.
We forgot David's.
David hasn't texted us. Like David's gonna. David, I'll take care of David's bet, Michael. All right, don't worry. Just Alex, you could go. Just go, Alex.
I'll take Red Sox money line.
Alex, you're gonna get fired for saying Red Sox now.
All right, there it is. Alex's 7th straight loss. All right, moving on, guys. All right, who are the Red Sox playing?
Kansas City.
I put a spell on you. All
right. It's not available right now on the sports book I use, so I'll just write it down on my notes.
The game is at Kansas City.
All right.
You a fool. Mm-hmm.
All right, Michael, you're last up. Go ahead.
You know what, Adam? I've been thinking recently. Really been thinking. Let me tell you something, player. You know what, Adam? Last time I picked Utah, right? Here's a saying that Scottie Pippen used to say. No, there's a saying, a 2K saying I live by, and a Scottie Pippen saying I live by about Utah. The mailman doesn't come on Sunday. And so, when you pick 2K, when you use a 2K video, when you play 2K, you never pick Utah. Me and my friends, we never pick Utah, Adam. But you know what? I'm going to stay true to my word. I'm going with the Clippers, baby. The end of the series. My main man, Paul George, is going to step up. PG-13 is going to step it up. So I'm going with the Clippers money line and PG scoring 15 or more. Now, can you dig it?
All right, so you're doing a same game parlay?
Same game parlay, baby.
All right.
See,
who you got scoring 15 or more?
Paul George. Word to your mother.
I mean, if Paul George doesn't score 15 or more, that's going to be just... Guess what, Michael?
What's up?
I can't place your bet because scoring 15 or more, Paul George scoring 15 or more isn't even available. You have to do at least 20.
Find 20 or more with Paul George.
All right. I'll give that for you.
Paul George.
All right. That's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. You guys have any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right. As you guys know, as you guys can tell, like I just got back from one of the wildest baseball games I've ever seen. So, and we only had 3 people on the show, so a lot of adversity covered. But you know what? We made it through, and I still think we did a pretty good job putting together a very solid episode for you guys. So, all of our viewers, we hope you've enjoyed listening to this episode, and look forward to more. So, any final thoughts, Michael, Alex?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, that's it. This has been episode 26 of the Get Again podcast with yours truly, Adam Grassani, Mike Cunningham, and Alex Reich. If you like what you heard, leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join the conversation, drop a comment or review, or we may feature it in a future episode. Remember, friends, don't assume your dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.
And we're out.